Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. The Ministry of Health announces 148 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and the total number of recovered cases reached 1,250. And the Ministry of Health and Muwasalat launch COVID-19 screening mobile buses. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. The Ministry of Health announced 148 new confirmed cases of COVID-19, which brings the total number registered in the Sultanate to 3,721, including 17 deaths. The Ministry of Health stresses that 1,250 cases have been recovered.
تعليمات وزارة الصحة للحماية من فيروس كورونا: تنظيف اليدين بالماء والصابون بشكل مستمر، تجنب لمس الوجه والأنف والفم والعينين، اتباع العادات الصحية عند العطس والسعال، التقيد التام بتعليمات التباعد الاجتماعي، عدم الخروج من المنزل إلا للضرورة، الالتزام بالعزل الصحي والتباعد الاجتماعي يقي الفرد والأسرة والمجتمع من فيروس كورونا. حافظ على صحتك.
The Directorate General of Health Services in the Governorate of Muscat, in collaboration with the Oman National Transport Company, Muwasalat, launched COVID-19 screening mobile buses. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i. The Central Sterile Services Department in the Royal Hospital is working on collecting all the medical equipment in various sections of the hospital so as to clean and sterilize them. The department includes a fully qualified work team that follows all the global preventive and precautionary measures for protection from COVID-19 and other diseases. Nurses in Oman marked the International Nurses Day, which is observed around the world on the 12th of May of each year, to mark the contributions that nurses make to society. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i. The inflation rate in the Sultanate witnessed a decrease during April 2020 by 0.97% compared to the same period of last year. The statistics issued by the National Center for Statistics and Information showed that the decrease of inflation is attributed to the decrease in the prices of the key groups such as housing, water, electricity, gas, and other fuels group by 0.52% as well, as decrease in the prices of transport by 6.54% and commodities and miscellaneous services grew by 1.68%. In turn, the prices of foodstuff and non-alcoholic drinks witnessed an increase by 0.29%. The prices of restaurants and hotels group also increased by 0.92%. The prices of education group witnessed an increase by 2.2%, and the prices of health also decreased by 1%. Bank Muscat contributed in aiding 166 humanitarian cases as part of the 7th Fek Kurba initiative. The initiative is run by Oman Lawyers Association in coordination with the Ministry of Social Development and the Council of Administrative Affairs for the Judiciary. The initiative closed over 2,388 cases and supported insolvent debtors and individuals arrested on cases across the country.
Non-compliance with the directives of the Supreme Committee dealing with coronavirus COVID-19 exposes you to risk and legal action. Stay safe.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The novel coronavirus has killed at least 2,860,122 people since the outbreak first emerged in China last December. At least 4.2 million cases of coronavirus have been registered in 195 countries and territories. Of these, at least 1.43 million are now considered recovered. The tallies from the World Health Organization, WHO, probably reflect only a fraction of the actual number of infections. Many countries are testing only the most serious cases. The US has the highest number of total deaths with 80,684 out of 1.35 million cases. At least 232,733 have been declared recovered. Britain has the second highest toll with 32,065 deaths from 223,060 cases. It is followed by Italy with 30,739 deaths and 219,814 cases, Spain with 26,920 fatalities and 228,030 infections, and France with 26,643 deaths and 177,423 cases. China, excluding Hong Kong and Macau, has to date declared 4,633 deaths and 82,919 cases. It has 78,171 recovered cases. Asia has 10,942 deaths and 307,696 cases. The Middle East has 7,711 deaths and 233,522 cases. Africa has 2,330 deaths from 66,098 cases, and Oceania 125 deaths from 8,302 cases. India reopened part of its colossal rail network today and ran a limited train service as the country looked at easing its nearly 7-week lockdown while coronavirus infections are increasing. Special trains will depart from selected big cities including Delhi and Mumbai and run to full capacity. Passengers will be allowed to enter stations only if they are clear and they have thermal screening. They must maintain social distancing on board and will be given hand sanitizers on entry and exit. Indian Railways also said that passengers must download a government-run contact tracing smartphone app before boarding the trains. Today, thousands of passengers waited in long queues outside New Delhi railway station, the hub of India's rail network. The announcement also led to a mad rush for online booking yesterday as more than 45,000 people purchased train tickets within hours of sales, resuming the train network often described as India's lifeline, totals 67,000 kilometers and normally carries more than 20 million passengers daily. 2 trains left New Delhi today with 2,300 people on board. Others left different cities, including Mumbai. India has confirmed 70,756 cases of coronavirus, including 2,293 deaths. Militants stormed a maternity hospital in the western part of Kabul today, setting off an hours-long shootout with the police and killing 14 people, including 2 newborn babies, their mothers, and an unspecified number of nurses. While the battle was underway, Afghan security forces struggled to evacuate the facility, carrying out babies and frantic young mothers. An Interior Ministry spokesman said over 100 women and babies were evacuated from the building before it was over. The Taliban denied they were involved. Relentless near-daily attacks have also left Afghan authorities ill-prepared to face the onset of the coronavirus pandemic, which has infected more than 4,900 people in the country and killed at least 127. U.S. stock index futures tricked higher today on hopes that the easing of virus-led business shutdowns would help jumpstart a battered global economy, with investors also weighing the risks of reopening too soon. Adding to the upbeat mood, China announced a new list of 79 U.S. products, including ores of rare earth metals and gold ores and silver ores, for waivers from retaliatory tariffs. Trade tensions between the two countries resurfaced recently, but optimism about recovery in business activity and massive stimulus measures have helped the S&P 500 climb about 34% from the lows of a pandemic-driven sell-off in March. Thousands of visitors streamed into Shanghai Disneyland yesterday for the first time in 3 months, as the Chinese park became the first reopened by Walt Disney Company after the coronavirus pandemic brought the Magic Kingdom to a standstill. While Mickey Mouse joined familiar Disney characters welcoming the crowds, the Shanghai experience will not be as it was. Instead of parades and fireworks, there are mandatory masks, temperature screenings and social distancing for visitors and employees. Meanwhile, China reported just one new coronavirus case today. We apologize for the technical fault earlier, but here are the reports once again. The Director General of Health Services in the Governorate of Muscat, in collaboration with the Oman National Transport Company Muwasalat, launched COVID-19 screening mobile buses. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i.
In support of the national efforts in mitigating the spread of coronavirus, COVID-19, the Minister of Health, represented by the Director General of Health Services in Muscat Governorate, in collaboration with the Oman National Transport Company Muwasalat, launched the buses services to transport people to free screening centers, in addition to buses operated by Senior Oman that are designed for administrating free medical examinations for COVID-19 detection. The service is one of its kind in the Sultanate and is currently available in the Governorate of Muscat. A number of 3 buses will facilitate people's access to the screening centers at areas with high prevalence of the disease. Transportation service will cover 3 areas in Muscat, operating from 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. as follows: Al-Hamriya Isolation Area to the Visa Medical Examination Center in Darset, Ghala Industrial Area warehouses, Al-Ma'bela Ministry of Heritage and Culture compound. Another 2 buses that are equipped for performing medical tests will offer a mobile service for screening. The targeted areas will be selected according to the epidemiological map. Cases will be triaged and tested inside these buses. It should be noted that the interior design of the buses have been redesigned by Muwasalat to fit their transformation into medical examination stations. The buses have particular designs innovated for delivering the utmost performance of the provided service. They implement the preventive procedure for limiting the spread of COVID-19. Moreover, drivers are undertaking all precautionary measures by adhering to the preventive actions and sterilizing the buses daily since the onset of the pandemic outbreak. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Nurses in Oman marked the International Nurses Day, which is observed around the world on the 12th of May of each year to mark the contributions that nurses make to society. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i.
Here in the Sultanate, nurses mark the International Nurses Day along with their fellow nurses around the globe. The day is dedicated to appreciate the contribution towards people's health. This year, the day is being observed while nurses are in the front line along with their other healthcare teams, facing with the unknowns surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic, where nurses have responded with resilience, adaptability, and positivity.
The Ministry of Health fully recognizes the very essential role of the nursing and midwifery workforce. They provide excellent quality health care for patients, their families, and the community. Their hard work and dedication has always been the backbone of any healthcare system. And that's why the Ministry of Health will continue to invest in their education and professional development to strengthen their skills and knowledge, and this will enable them to provide the excellent health care our public deserve.
Today being Nurses' Day, people recognize the efforts of those working day and night tirelessly on the front lines of COVID-19 fight.
On the occasion of the International Nurses' Day, I would like to commend and congratulate all nurses in Oman and worldwide on this special day, and also to thank them for all their commitment and dedication to all the work they do at all levels of care, and especially during this pandemic, which they proved, as always, that they're committed and they're willing to lead and collaborate with other healthcare professionals to address all issues of taking care of their patients, communities, and themselves. Thank you very much for all that you do, and please take care of yourselves, and congratulations on this special day.
Oman and the world seems to have come to a standstill in many ways, and their sight is focused on nursing at this time of COVID-19 pandemic, the timing of which is aligned with the World Health Organization's declaration of 2020 as the International Year of the Nurse and the Midwife. It's worth mentioning that there are more than 20,000 nurses in Oman, nurses of whom have a variety of educational degrees which prepares them to work in their specialty areas. Thanks to the attention given by the government, where specialty in nursing education located in the Sultanate has produced a good number of well-prepared nurses to meet the need of healthcare services in the country.
Nurses and midwives play an important role in any healthcare institution. We are proud of our nurses. They are the blood and heart of our healthcare system. They do preventive care, they do the treatment of the patients as well as rehabilitation.
On this occasion, Oman Nursing Association congratulates all nurses for demonstrating how nurses are central to addressing a wide range of health challenges.
As an emergency nurses, we face a lot of challenges at this time with many patients, but we do our level best to provide the highest care to our patients. My message to all of you at this time of coronavirus, please stay home with your family and be safe.
Indeed, nurses and midwives play a vital role in providing health service. Hence, the need for more and better equipped professionals to respond effectively to the emerging health challenges is the direction to be continued. Thanks to our heroes in Oman and all over the world.
This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main headlines once again. The Ministry of Health announces 148 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and the total number of recovered cases reach 1,250. And the Ministry of Health and Muwasalat launched COVID-19 screening mobile buses. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.